Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. Let you guys to another Spider-Man video. Now, this is the big one. You're going to be seeing some LEGO Marvel 2 gameplay in the background. I'm going to be doing LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean, and tomorrow is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Wednesday, August 25th, so be sure to subscribe and tune out for all that LEGO stuff. But today we're tackling Spider-Man, the third Spider-Man film in the MCU, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, a lot of people, including myself, have really wanted this trailer, right? It's been leaked since freaking the dawn of time, you know. Tobey's in it, Andrew's in it, Doc Ock's in it, Electro's in it, Daredevil's in it, your mom's in it, you know, everyone's in it. I'm in it, you're in it, you know, my dog's in it, everyone's in this movie. But basically, the point is that it was really trying to hit home that there's a lot of leaks, there's a lot of stuff, and of course the trailer leaked. And look, I will admit I watched it in potato quality. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but you know it was cool. It was like Minecraft, basically, a bunch of pixels. But of course, Sony officially released the real teaser trailer, which I will have linked in the description below if you want to go check it out. But yeah, so I think this is a really good idea of a film. I think that bringing in these this element from, of course, Far From Home, where Spider-Man's like, look, everyone knows that I'm Spider-Man. You know, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So everyone knows that now. What are we going to do about it? So, of course, he goes to Doctor Strange. And, you know, madness ensues. Multiverse madness ensues. And, you know, we get Doc Ock in there. We got Green Goblin Bomb. We got maybe Electro, maybe Sandman, maybe Daredevil. Maybe, you know, it's complete and utter effing chaos. But my one worry with this trailer is that it doesn't look like a Spider-Man movie. It looks like a Spider-Man film with other, you know, I mean, like when I was younger, like, you know, a few years ago younger, when you know, Iron Man 3, it's basically about Iron Man, you know. Thor 2, basically about Thor. Spider-Man 3, well, it's about Spider-Man, but now you've got the other Spider-Man villains, and you've got Doctor Strange in there, and so I don't want it to kind of overclutter, you know what I mean? I don't want to have this quote-unquote Spider-Man movie turn into, you know, something that isn't about Spider-Man. But I think will be good. The trailer looks like a fun movie. You know, the plot looks pretty cool. They're trying to affect what happened from Far From Home with Mysterio. The fact that we're getting all this kind of weird stuff with, you know, I guess the CGI elements, you know, how we're kind of bending time again with Doctor Strange. Looks pretty good. And then, of course, we get, you know, the big thing with, of course, Dr. Octopus, played by Alfred Molina, who played Dr. Octopus in the Sam Raimi trilogy, Spider-Man 2. And Sam Raimi, of course, who directed Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, he also is directing Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, which is kind of cool. Now, look, there's a lot of people on YouTube that reacted to this, and some people that I know, some people that I subscribe to, and they freak out, you know, and I don't know if they're doing that to simulate views. Probably are some of them, but most of them, I'm assuming, are real reactions. And when I first saw it, you know, I'm a massive Marvel fan, a massive Spider-Man fan, and this is a movie I cannot wait to see on December 17th, or close to that. But, you know, when I watched it, I wasn't like, oh my god! You know, I wasn't freaking out, I wasn't flipping tables, I wasn't screaming and hitting things and going insane and throwing my drink all around the room. You know, I just was like, oh, that's cool. That's fucking cool. You know, that's what I did. I'm like, all right, I'll see that. Looks cool. You know, and that's not saying I'm not a fan. You know, not as big of a fan as that other guy that would say flip a desk or punch a wall. But at the same time, you know, I am very excited for this film. I just wasn't screaming like a little girl. But at the same time, I do think that with this all being said, opening the multiverse. Now, at the time of recording this, and probably posting it, I have one more episode of Loki. I have episode 6 to watch. My dad and I are watching it, and Mom kind of, every day, and, you know, it's a damn good show. Loki is a fantastic show. I liked WandaVision, and I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but Loki's something special, man, and the fact that WandaVision kind of toyed with the multiverse, Loki really is toying with the multiverse, having different versions of Loki, and of course Doctor Strange 2 quite literally being called Multiverse of Madness. And then you get Spider-Man No Way Home, which is literally insinuating that the Spider-Verse is kind of coming in the MCU, because Peter Parker is kind of an effing idiot. But, you know, all this new magic stuff going forward, look, I like it, but remember back in the day when the MCU was like Captain America dealing with Nazis, or, you know, Iron Man fought Captain America, or, you know, Thor fought some elves. Now we're dealing with all this magic shite, and look, it's good, but a part of me is like, I want to go back to the simpler times of Marvel, you know what I mean? But not saying this is exciting. This is very exciting, you know what I mean? We're getting so many of these new things in this film, and it's really driving me insane, the fact that, first of all, the thing's freaking real, you know what I mean? Because when you read so many leaks, and you read so many rumors, and then you get the final product, and it is not what you thought it would be, the Star Wars sequels. A lot of people flip their shit metaphorically and probably physically, and it really shows that, you know, people are like, oh my god, Snoke is Mace Windu, Luke Skywalker's gonna cut down the ATM-6 and it didn't happen, and they were like, this movie sucks, you know, and I'm glad that's not really happening here. Now, I love the sequels, they're my favorite trilogy of all time, but just a simple analogy, you know, a lot of people were like, oh man, what if Dr. Octopus, like, what if that's fake? You know what I mean? What if that's like a mixed misdirect? And no, turns out he's in there. You know, same guy, same canon, same everything. It's pretty freaking nuts. I can't wait. You know, this is really going to open the door for not only the multiverse, or the Spider-Verse, but also just the insane and crazy combinations of things that you can have in this, you know, MCU universe. It's just going to be wild. You know what I mean? It's going to be freaking insane. Like, dude, remember Iron Man 2008? And now we're getting here with No Way Home and Shang-Chi and Black Widow and the Eternals. I mean, dude, the MCU is thriving like no tomorrow. You know, they're really doing well. And if the MCU continues to create quality films, I think it should keep going. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, the Skywalker saga's over. Not to say Star Wars is over, but the main thing is over. The MCU technically ended with Endgame, but we're still going. So it's like MCU 2.0. And again, same with Ninjago, same with the MCU, DCEU. As long as we get good seasons with Ninjago, good movies with MCU, DCEU, I think you can keep it going. And this should be, you know, a prime example. I freaking love Black Widow. This is my favorite movie of all time? No, but it's a good movie. Shang-Chi looks pretty dope. The Eternals looks, if anything, not boring, but, you know, a lot of the MCU movies, technically, you know, they try to be really action-packed and in your face and funny, and Eternals looks more stoic, more serious, you know, so I think that'll be a good change of pace, unless it isn't, and they're just going to go, you know, crazy in the movie. But, and then, of course, we get No Way Home, which, again, looks freaking phenomenal, man. Just the fact that we're having all these things happening, and it seems like the rumors and leaks are actually real, you know, they're not just saying, like, oh, yeah, remember Dr. Octopus? We were stupid. No, that's a thing, and he's in the movie. You know, that's really cool. So I think that if we keep going with that and we keep kind of reinventing the wheel and we keep doing different things with the MCU, I think it's really going to thrive. And, you know, WandaVision, Falcon, Loki, and even What If so far, all four of those shows, they're great. They're fantastic shows, you know. I mean, it's really showing that the MCU could do. It's not just Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk. You know, they have a boatload of characters to work with, and the fact that we're getting more character development for Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier, Wanda and Vision and What If and all these new movies too, it's fantastic. And look, getting more Spider-Man material is good. You know, me personally, you're probably going to crucify me, but I don't think the Sam Raimi trilogy is good. I've seen them. I don't have childhood nostalgia. Maybe that's why. I saw them when I was, you know, 14, 15. They were okay. You know, 1, I don't like. 2, it's good. 3, whatever. They're not horrible movies, but I like the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 a lot more than the same. And I know that's the bad opinion. You're an idiot, you know. But it's true. I like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I think I haven't seen them in a while, but I remember enjoying 1 and 2. And I don't really like Sam Raimi trilogy. But will it be cool to see Doc Ock return and other characters and things from Sam Raimi's trilogy and quote unquote, hopefully, you know, Mark Webb's you know, film series? I think that'll be good. You know, I think that having all three of these different iterations of Spider-Man live action, I think it'll be really freaking cool. And I think if it pays off well, it'll really open the door for the MCU to do a whole lot more. So again, I can't wait for this. Tell me in the comments what you think in the comments. Well, duh. Tell me in the comments what you think about Spider-Man No Way Home. Are you excited? Are you not excited? What was your you know, most anticipated part of this movie? Are you really, like, when I saw Doc Ock, I was like, darn, that's cool, you know. I wasn't, you know, again, punching walls and throwing my juice box, but you know, it was cool. And I do think that, again, if even if Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire aren't in this film, which, let's be honest, they probably are, but let's say they aren't, one, the internet will throw a bitch fit and probably murder Kevin Feige. Let's just be real. Using that in the most family-friendly term, that's what they're going to do. The internet, when they get mad, okay? So they better be in this movie, or else it's going to be World War III the next day. But I do think if they are in the movie, it'll be fun. It'll be a nice change of pace. So again, tell me in the comments what you think about Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, trailer in the description below if you want to rewatch it or you just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, looks fantastic. Can't wait. This is going to be really revolutionary for the MCU. And again, hope you enjoyed my Lego Marvel 2 gameplay. Lego Marvel 2, man, it gets too much hate. This is a great open world game. Chronopolis is fantastic. And of course, you know, it's funny, all these big Marvel videos that I'm making, Lego Marvel 2 is the perfect game, you know, because you're like, oh, you play as Spider-Man's in there, Doc Ock's in there, Electro's in there, Daredevil, Happy Hogan. You know, so many characters from this trailer are you know in this game. Great game, great trailer. Hopefully this will be a great film, and I cannot wait. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.